Namaskaram. The second Varnam in the Watch and Play Along series is the Abhogi Varnam. And Abhogi is the janyam of the 22nd Melakarta Raga, Karahara Priya. It drops the Panchamam and the Nishadam from the Mother Raga and ends up with the Audava structure. Sa re ga ma da sa sa da ma ga ri sa sa re ga ma da sa Sada Magari Shadjama Chatushruti Rishabam Sadharana Gandharam Suddha Madhyamam Chatushruti Daivatam. The raga is soaked in bhakti rasa, very euphoric in nature, and it's a morning raga. Very similar to it has lots of shades of Sri Ranjani in it. This Varnam is in Adi Talam, and the composer is Sri Patnam Subramania Iyer. The composition has got beautiful prayogas, note patterns. All of you get your pencil and books out. If you have written it down in your notebook, that will work very well. We'll go and mark the note patterns, get ideas for our Manodharma, and then in the next video we get ready to learn the Varnam itself. Before we actually go into the note patterns and the ideas behind the note patterns, I would like you to get introduced to a few common phrases that I generally use in order to explain these ideas. The junction phrase, Maga Mada. Maga is coming down in the Avarohanam, Mada is going up in the Arohanam. There is the Ma, which is in the middle, the common note. I call it a junction phrase. Swing phrase is something that moves to and fro. The, ma, the is a swing phrase. The comes to ma and goes back to the, like the pendulum of a clock. Arohanam and Avarohanam phrases, simple, you know it. Gama, the is an Arohanam phrase. Magari is an Avarohanam phrase. Reduction phrase, very interesting phrase. Rigama, riga. Now, rigama, three notes you have. Immediately after that, the ma is cut off and you have a riga. This is a reduction. A reduction has happened here. Now, the opposite of that is addition phrase. Riga, sa, riga. If you say that, riga is the first phrase. Sa, riga. Sa has been added to riga. So these ideas are used when you will go out there and do your Alapana. When you do your Kalpana swaras, you need ideas for all of that. Just understand that what I am explaining now is I am giving you the knowledge and awareness of these ideas. Next you have the Jantavarisai. In Abhogi you have a lot of Jantavarisais. Mada, dasa, sari, sasa. All these are some of the examples of Jantavarisai phrases. Bouncing phrase, the, ri, sa. Now under normal circumstances, the, sa, ri is the regular Arohadam phrase. But it has skipped the sa and gone to ri before coming back to sa. I call this a bouncing phrase. Trailer phrases, ri, ga, sa, ri, da, sa, ma. The phrases coming behind each other, either in the Arohanam or the Avarohanam. In the Arohanam, it will be ri, sa, ga, ri, ma, ga, da, ma, sa, da. That will be in the Arohanam. This is coming in the Avarohanam. Then you have the combination phrases, very interesting, very beautifully placed in this Varnam. These combination phrases make your Manodharma more interesting and more beautiful. So try to understand what I am trying to tell when I say a combination phrase. It is a combination of ideas. A swing phrase is an idea. A junction phrase is an idea. Now a combination phrase is when you have two or more of these ideas in the phrase itself. Now look at the example I have given here. Ga, ri, sa, ri, sa. Now if you take it as 2 plus 3, ga, ri separately and sa, ri, sa separately. Ga, ri is an Avarohanam phrase. Sa, ri, sa is a swing phrase. Now if I look at it from another angle, ga, ri, sa, ri and sa and pause separately. Ga, ri, sa, ri is a junction phrase with a single note outside of it. Now you can also look at it as a reduction phrase. First you have a ga, ri, sa. Ga is knocked out and then all you are left with is a ri, sa. So you have three different ideas in this phrase itself. So I call it a combination phrase. But one thing I need to tell you, if you're going to go and check on the internet for a junction phrase or a combination phrase, you're not going to get it. But these are phrases which I have coined in simple English so that all of you will be able to understand what I am trying to communicate. Let's go to the pallavi. I've already made the bracket markings for the note patterns based on the lyrics given below. So I would like you all to also mark it in your books. As I am giving out these markings, I am also going to keep explaining the Manodharma idea behind each phrase. Before that, I would like to give you one very important clue. Every varnam, every avartanam, every line of a pallavi, when you go and check it out, you will see a lot of janda varisai and pauses. These janda varisai and pauses are added to an idea in order to get the flow of the lyrics, get the flow of the ragam, as well as fulfill the number of matras that the talam requires. In this case, the talam is a 32 matra tala cycle, adi talam. So, in order to fulfill the 32 matras as well as get the Abhogi ragam characteristics out, you have janda varisai and pauses. Now, when you have to look for note pattern ideas, you have to remove these janda varisai and pauses and see what idea the composer has given us. Now, look at this. Ri, ga, ga, ri, sa. I'm going to take the pauses as well as the janda varisai out. So what is left is a ri, ga, ri, sa, which is a junction phrase. Ri, ga going up, ri, sa coming down. Ri is a common note there. Ri, ga, ri, sa. Then next one is sari, sa, sa. Take the janda varisai out. Sari, sa is a swing phrase. The next one is da, ma, da. Again a swing phrase. Madasa, dasa. As I am reading it out, you must be knowing that this is a reduction phrase. Reduction because madasa was the first three notes. Ma has been removed and you have a dasa with, of course, a pause added to it. Then dasari ga arohanam, very clearly. Maga garisa, I remove the janda, it is maga risa, avarohanam phrase. Next avartanam. Rigama, gama. Again, it is a reduction phrase. Rigama, three notes. Re knocked out. You have a gama after that with a pause. Riga, sari. This is a trailer phrase. Riga is forward. Behind that is sari. I call this a trailer phrase. Dasa, rigama, arohanam. Dama, dasasa. Remove the janda varisai. It's a dama, dasa, junction phrase. Dasa, dama. Again a junction phrase. Gama, garisa, gama arohanam, garisa avarohanam, or you can also look at it as gama ga swing phrase and risa avarohanam phrase. Therefore it's a combination phrase. Now let's go to the anupallavi. Sa sa da da ma, remove the janda varisais and pause, it's sa da ma avarohanam. Da da ma gari, da ma gari avarohanam. Gama riga, trailer phrase. Sariga mama, arohanam, arohanam phrase, of course with a janda varisai and pause added to it. Dama gari, avarohanam. Gama dadasa, gama dasa, arohanam. Now the next one is dasari sari, reduction phrase. First it was dasari, da removed, sa with a pause, sari. It's a reduction phrase. Gama riga, again a trailer phrase. Gama going in front, riga behind it. A trailer phrase. Maga garisa, maga risa without the janda varisai. It's an avarohanam phrase. Riga risa ri. Yeah, this is a combination phrase. You can say riga risa and then ri, which is riga risa is a junction phrase. If you want, you can also cut it as riga ri separately and sari separately. So riga ri is a swing phrase and sari is an arohanam phrase. So it's a very beautiful combination phrase out here. When I say combination phrase, there are multiple ideas in that particular note pattern. Then the ri sa, it's a bouncing phrase. The to ri, back to sa. Sadama avarohanam, dama garisa is again an avarohanam phrase. Now we go into the muktaiswaram. Rigama riga, reduction phrase. Sariga sa. Sari ga sa, a junction phrase with a common note sa. Risa da ma da. Risa is an avarohanam phrase. Da ma da is a swing phrase. Or you can also say, take re separately out. Sada mada. Sada coming down, mada going up, da being a common note. So that's also a junction phrase. So risa da mada is a combination phrase. There are multiple ideas in it. Then you have sada sari. Sada going down, sari coming up, a junction phrase. Riga sarima. Riga arohanam. Sarima again arohanam. You have again multiple, two arohanam phrases in that. Riga sarima. Then dama garisa avarohanam phrase. Then you have the rigama gama reduction phrase. Rigama was 3 notes, Gama is 2 notes, 3 has been removed. Dama, Dasa, it's a junction phrase. Riga, Sari, it's a trailer phrase coming behind each other. Gama, Gariga, so Gama is Arohanam, Gariga is a swing phrase, or you can look at it as Gama, Gari, which is a junction phrase, and Ga separate with pause. Risada, Risa. So this is a reduction phrase. You had Risada, the has been knocked out and you have a Risa after that. Dama, Garisa, Avarohanam. Now we'll go into the Charanam. Ma, da, ma, da. So you can, this again a nice combination. Ma, da, ma as a swing phrase and da as a separate note. Or you can say ma separate and da, ma, da as a swing phrase. Or mada, mada as repetitive phrases. Then you have the dasa, dama, dadasa. Dasa, dama is a junction phrase. Dadasa is actually dasa. It's an arohanam phrase. Next one is dasa, dadama. Take the Jandavarasai out. Dasa, dama, junction phrase. Gama, garisa. Gama going up, garisa coming down, junction phrase again. Riga, sariga. It is a addition phrase. You have riga, 2 notes. And Sariga 3 notes, it's an addition phrase. Now let's go to the Chitteswarams. The first Chitteswaram. So I have taken the Ma as a separate note here. It is on top of it I would like you to write 6. Pauses can make or break a talam. If there are 6 pauses for 6 matras for that Ma, you need to hold on to the 6 matras. Otherwise your talam is not going to be correct. So put a 6 on top of the Ma. Now bracket the Ma, the. The second da is 4 matras. I would like you to put a 4 on top of the da. This is a swing phrase. Sadama again is a avarohanam phrase with ma being 4 notes. Gari, sariga, 2 notes each. Gari, sari is a junction phrase and with a separate ga outside. Now the second Chitteswaram. Madasa, dama. Madasa going up, the ma coming down. This is a proper junction phrase, da being the common note here. Dama gari, avarohanam. Gama gari, this is a junction phrase. Sadasa, swing phrase. Riga madasa, arohanam. Dama gari, avarohanam. Sariga, arohanam phrase. Third Chitteswaram. Dasa, dama, junction. Gari, gama, again junction. Dama gari ga. Dama gari ga can be dama gari avarohanam with a separate ga out, or it can be dama avarohanam gari ga swing phrase. So it's a combo phrase. Sarisa, that is a swing phrase. Riga mada sari gari. Riga mada arohanam. Sari gari is a junction phrase. Sada maga avarohanam. Risa riga junction again. So you see a lot of junction phrases and swing phrases being chained so beautifully to get that flow of Abhogi in the Varnam. Now the fourth Chitteswaram, sa, sa. This is a tricky pause. I would like you all to write 3 plus 2 here. The first sa is 3 aksharas, second sa is 2 aksharas. You need to really hold these 2 sas properly to see that your talam doesn't fizzle out. Sariga, sari. Sariga, sari is a reduction phrase. Risa, da, ma, da. Risa, avarohanam, da, ma, da, swing phrase. And sa, risa, da, ma, da, sa. The sa is a separate, again 3 akshara note. Put a 3 on top of the sa. Sada, risada. So it's an addition phrase. First you had sada and then you had a re-added and you said risada. Sada, ma, avarohanam. Garisa, avarohanam again. Rigamada, arohanam. Sari, gama, ri. Sari, gama, arohanam and ri as an avarohanam single note. Or you can say sa, rigama, ri. Riga going up, mari coming down with ri as a common note. So it can be a single note with a junction phrase. The multiple ideas, so it's a combo phrase. Gari, sada, avarohanam. Sari, sa, swing phrase. Dama, da, sa, da. Dama, da can be a swing again and sada, avarohanam. Or you can say dama, da, sa as a junction phrase with a da as a separate note. So multiple ideas, again a combo phrase. Magarisa is a avarohanam phrase. Riga, arohanam phrase. I hope you got a fair idea of how Manodharma is created, how a song can be composed, how you can do your Alapana, how you can do your Kalpana swaram. If you have ideas for these note pattern, you make a note pattern, add Jandavarasai, pauses to it, to see that your Talam is maintained, to see that your Raga flow is maintained. And I think this awareness through, as you travel through the Varnams, will give you a very strong foothold as you enter your advanced lessons. So Varnams have been kept in the intermediate lessons not without a reason, because here the main idea for Manodharma is being imparted, only that we need to be aware and we need to be watchful of it. I'll see you in the next video where I'll be demonstrating, where I'll show you a tutorial of how to play the Abhogi Varnam. Thanks for being in this journey along with me.